Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today I wanted to talk about the Star Citizen Alpha 2.2 PTU release that I had the pleasure to be testing at the moment. I'll go over how the invites to the PTU will work for this PTU test, the patch notes, and everything that's new, as well as stuff that I've discovered while playing this latest release. So how do the invites work? The PTU invites will go out in 5 waves. Wave 1, which is the one I'm in at the moment, was 6,000 invites, approximately 1,000 accounts from participating with the Issue Council. So that's people that have at least one new report and one contribution on the Issue Council from, I believe, the last PTU test, plus 5,000 accounts who have played more than 5 PTU builds in the last 3 months. So if you're a really active PTU player, you should have got in Wave 1, or you at least will get into Wave 2. Wave 2 will be an additional 12,000 invites, so that will be 18,000 total players, and these accounts will be from people that have played 3 to 5 PTU builds in the last 3 months. Wave 3 will win an additional 16,000 invites, so that's 34,000 now, and people that have played at least 2 builds. Wave 4, an additional 80,000 invites, people that have played at least 1 PTU build, and Wave 5 will be open to everyone. So what's new? Well, firstly, there's a couple of new ships. The Sabre is flight ready. This is a pretty fast ship. The SCM of it is about 260, and it's got a 390, 395 afterburner speed, and it goes 760 in cruise mode. It's got 4 size 3 hardpoints, 6 size 2 missiles, and is going to make some very interesting matches, especially when paired up against Super Hornets when the patch goes live. This is a combat ship that I was most looking forward to. Everyone in the first wave seems to have been given a loner Sabre to test in the PTU as well, and there's lots of them flying about. They seem to be pretty powerful. There are some issues with them, and I'll go into that a bit later. The Jean Scout is hangar ready as well. This is extremely unique looking light fighter, and it's our first Jean ship. Owners can view it in their hangar. The player cap in the mini PU has been increased from 16 to 24, and the party system has also been revamped. So now from the start menu, you can go straight into Universe, you can add friends into there, and you can form a party straight in there with other players that are online. And when one of them attempts to join an instance, it will look for a server that has enough slots for your whole party. And then it seems to also hold those slots for when your team members join. You still need to manually join as a player that wants to join in with a party, but you can see the instance that they're in, and more often than not are able to get in there without it giving you the server full issue. Now, we were still getting server full sometimes, but after a couple of attempts we were able to get in pretty easily, and it seems more regularly that a slot will be held for you. That's what it seems like anyway. Such a time-saving tool. The mini PU has had some changes and stuff moved around as well. Com relays, stations and missions have all been moved around. There are more Astro services around the map. Korea security post has had a paint job. You can go straight to the ICC scan probes now for research missions. Com relays no longer allow access to them. If you go to a com relay now, there may be some pirates or some security based on whether that com relay is operational or not. Now, there's monitored space, reputation, and bounties now as well. The reputation system is in its first iteration and testing phase, even for a PTU. If a comm relay is active, anyone caught in the nearby area, referred to as a monitored space zone basically making a hostile action towards a player, so destroying an empty ship, or colliding with a landed ship in monitored space, or disabling a comm relay, gives an offending character 1 level of wanted criminal, which you'll be able to see in the top left. You'll see a circle with basically segments of red that can all be filled in. Killing a player character or destroying an occupied ship in monitored space, again, gives player 1 cumulative level of criminal. So that's the only way to increase it further, up to 5. Crusader security AI will spawn and attack any criminal of any wanted level that enters areas around the Cryastro station or Port Olisar. So these areas are always considered to be monitored. There are 5 levels of criminal available, basically. At level 5, a global bounty mission basically is posted to all other characters on the server, instructing them to hunt you down and kill that player. Players who successfully complete the bounty for the level 5 criminal will be given a energy rifle, which will spawn in their Port Olisar bunk. That doesn't actually happen at the moment. There's a bug where it doesn't actually work, but it will be in the future tests apparently. Each criminal level also adds 30 seconds of jail time to your respawn. So when you respawn in your bunk in Port Olisar, you'll be locked in that room for the penalty time. If you're a level 5 criminal and you're killed, you're actually kicked from that server. There are 2 ways to reduce your criminal level. Waiting 10 minutes without committing any crimes will naturally reduce your level by 1. There is also a console in the security post Correa, in the centre, in that central control room. It's the big screen there. Each hack you initiate basically drops your level by 1 again. Each hack takes 1 minute to complete, and other criminals or players can interrupt your hack by killing you or by initiating their own hack. Pirates will recognise you as friendly if you have a wanted level, and lawful players and security forces will see you as an enemy if you have a wanted level. Pirates will spawn to protect disabled comrades now, and Crusader security will spawn to protect active comrades now. When a character initiates combat with another character, the aggressor is flagged as a hostile to the defender. The defender does not receive any penalty or wanted criminal level from attacking or killing that player that attacked them first in monitored space. If you're outside of monitored space, it's irrelevant. Your actions do not have consequence in unmonitored space. We're getting to see some of the new item system as well, in the form of some new ship components. Various coolers have been added to the holotable for ships, and added to the ships. They will help reduce active heat buildup in systems. This is the start of the new item system rolling out, and is very important to how everything will work in Star Citizen. Components will be communicating and affecting each other a lot more from now and in the future. During the PTU, all pilots will have access to all of these coolers as testing components. Physicalized EVA is back in the game with new animations and new ragdolls while moving outside of your ship in space. That's how you'll get to see the physicalized EVA. There's some new FPS stuff too. So there's been loads of animation improvements. The animations feel a lot more fluid, and there's a lot more of them. They look a lot better. They've added FPS cover animations as well. So if you're entering and exiting aim down sights mode, ADS, while in cover, or when you're just near a piece of cover, you will see your pistol raise and lower. When you like lean round, basically, if you make any form of contact against the surface, your weapon will draw back so that it doesn't make contact with it, basically. There's been loads of fixes and balance as well. There's fixes to the tutorials, ship repair, Area 18, the hangar, Port Olisar. Loads of crashes have been fixed. Loads and loads of fixes to ships as well, so that you're not falling through the floor of a lot of them. Clipping issues, missing HUDs, missing sounds, loads of ladder issues and that sort of stuff have all been addressed. Cruise speeds for ships have all been rebalanced, with Auroras and 300 series receiving increased speeds, and most other ships receiving a decrease in cruise speed. SCM speeds have been decreased for all Auroras, the Cutlass Black, all the Avengers, the Super Hornet, the 325A, the 315P, and the 300I. Remember, all these balance things, they're going to keep on getting rebalanced in the PTU, and they're going to get balanced loads in the future. Just because something might become overpowered or a little bit broken at the moment, it will get fixed, it will get changed, it will get rebalanced. There may be a reason that they want certain things to be broken, and they might want certain data on certain aspects, or they might not have foreseen certain circumstances. There's loads of optimizations and special effects that have been tweaked and improved. Character animations, physics grids, the constellation, they've all received optimizations of note. They're a lot faster, a lot better now. Afterburners and lighting effects appear to have been made very pretty too. Use the afterburners on ships, they look great. Frame rates for me in general are really, really good, at an all-time high in Star Citizen at the moment. Issues though, there are a good number of issues in this first wave PTU, and we kind of expected that. It's a test of a test of a test, basically. There are random slowdowns and delays on interacting with ships and things. Servers are dying quite regularly. There's stuttering. It seems to me that the PTU server hardware isn't as powerful as the main server hardware that the other servers are on. I think anyway, but we'll see. As more servers come online, we'll start to see if that's the case. The Saber seems to handle quite oddly. It has moments of pure speed and agility where it's just beautiful to fly, and other moments where it's like a hippo on roller skates. Now, this might be due to thrusters being damaged or overheating or not getting enough power, but we'll have to see. I'll have to do some more testing with that. The reflections and glare on the cockpit glass in the Saber as well are really, really awful at times, blinding. In fact, there are random runtime crashes and lots of other random crashes that are occurring. First wave PTU tests are kind of like this. There's loads of random little bugs that cause crashes, so that we'll hopefully get them hammered out. Anyway, guys, that was a brief overview of the PTU patch notes and the first wave PTU test. If you haven't got in, don't worry, the second wave will be coming out very soon, I would expect, within the next couple of days. It's normally after we've hammered out those really annoying crash bugs and stuff like that. And all of the balance stuff, as I said, is all in flux very much still. There's lots of fixing and balancing to be done. If you want to get chosen for future PTU tests, just participating as much as you can in these PTU tests, going into the Issue Council, reporting bugs, participating in the Issue Council with genuine feedback will aid your process of getting chosen. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying Star Citizen. This patch is absolutely massive, and I'm going to get back to it now, attempting to play some more and getting some more footage. You take care, and I will see you in the verse.